build something myself, but now I'm here, I want to progress it and enhance it and become a full-fledged superstar.
When looking at your progression, are you surprised how quickly it's all happened since joining WWE?
Yeah, it's pretty much all we talk about when we're on these buses. We can't believe it. Like, you're looking around and, you know, from that tryout in November, by the December we had the press conference, January was the tournament, and every month seems to be something equally as big, you know. Even sitting there backstage at WrestleMania, to go from being in that tryout setting, and to be honest, going in there, I didn't really think anything would come of it. I was so young, and I'd been told by everyone, you're really young, you know, and I thought I was going to have to go to Japan and keep building a name and a reputation for years before I was able to get here and win titles and do that kind of stuff. And it was just finally right place, right time after 11 years of trying to get to it. And then being backstage at WrestleMania and, you know, seeing Undertaker, Shane McMahon, these people that I was watching on TV when I was a little kid, and they really are larger than life, you know. And then there's just a bunch of British lads, and the same with the NXT guys. Like I say, there's a lot of guys that came through the independents. You know, you got Alistair Black and Cassius Ohno, people like that I've travelled with so much. It just feels like all my peers are coming here too. As I say, it's just really nice to think we were on the right path. We didn't have people teaching us, and we were just trying to learn in between our group. And you know, there's obviously things that need to change and things we're going to improve here, but we were on the right path, and that's a really nice feeling.
And how nice is it to know that, you know, you're helping the British independent scene? Because I know a lot of indie shows in the last few months have, you know, noted that they're getting more fans.
Yeah, we talk about that too, you know. Every independent show we go to now, the houses are up, most of them sell out. You know, you have Progress, it sells out 700 tickets in a minute. You know, the sky's the limit with that company, really. And there's ICW and companies like RevPro, OTT in Ireland, where I was this weekend. And that for me has been the best part about all of this. I'm still getting the best of both worlds. WWE have been so great to me that even before this tour, I had Independent Day in Scotland, and then I got to do a seminar, which are always really rewarding, and then flew to Dublin and got to go back to OTT, which I credit to a lot for me making my name and sort of learning who I am as a character there, and then flying straight into this. You know, it's amazing to get to experience best of both worlds here. You know, because we're not just in the WWE environment, we get to take ourselves out of it, and then in a more intimate setting, speak to the fans, and we get to speak to them at the merch table and have that interaction and hear their thoughts on what we're doing. It does make us really proud.
And looking at people like Regal and Neville, I mean, how much would it mean to you if you were able to fight one of them in a match, perhaps?
I don't think I can ever wrestle Regal as much as I'd love to. I think he'd love to as well, to be honest. But Neville, that can happen. I'm sure it will happen. I'm excited for that one.
I just